Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Today we're making the poop candle. As you can see, I have my block dies here. That's from Flaming Candle. I'll link everything below. That's cappuccino brown and that's black. That is my jar, my spatula, and my piping bags. I'll try to link those. I got those so long ago. I don't even remember where I got them from. And then that's my electric mixer. I normally kind of like to hand whip, but not anymore. As you can see, I'm just trying to get that wax away from my Pyrex glass. We are using 600 Pro Blend. I got that from Flaming Candle. To me, it's the best kind of wax to use when you're doing like a whipped wax. It's my favorite anyways. It dries quickly and smoothly. I really did need to whip at that point. It was way too thin, but it's starting to thicken up, so I just kind of whip it at different stages. And as you can see, as it cools down, that color is starting to change. Right now, it's thick, but not yet the consistency that I want. So just gotta kind of wait it out until you get the right consistency. In order to make poop, you want it to be a lot thicker than some of the other videos you probably watched me watch. Like this one, I would probably go ahead and pour it as banana pudding. But it's not thick enough for a kind of solid poop there. And as you can see, one of the most important things is to pull that wax away from the glass, because that's where it cools first and it comes out in clumps. So you want to make sure that you're able to whip those clumps and still kind of get a smooth effect. You'll see eventually that there'll be air in the bag, and it actually works in your favor with this one because poop is not normal. All poop looks different, and so none of this is going to look the same. And if you just get your color right, then the way the shape looks isn't going to matter. It all will work out in the end. And you guys know I'm a trial and error type of girl anyways. All right, so we're down to our piping bags. I do not use a tip for this one. What I suggest you guys do is follow a lot of cake makers, people who make cupcakes, things like that. That's how I got comfortable with trying to pipe or figure out different things with my piping. I just follow cake makers, and that's how I did it. But anyways, I don't put the hole in there just yet until I'm ready to pipe it onto the surface that I'm using. Still whipping and whipping and whipping. It's really, like, you can feel how warm it is on the Pyrex glass. This one, I'm not really used to making these yet. Not comfortable making them just yet. I'm just kind of showing you the process of how I made it. But as I get more comfortable, then I'll know exactly the temperature, because I'm so used to pouring at this point, because I like to work with like a pudding kind of style. And this is more of a solid, so I'm not used to waiting for it to get this thick. So I'm getting a little impatient. But we're still whipping because it's still a little too thin. And you just repeat this process over and over again. I don't know. I think I got that Pyrex glass from Walmart. Most of my supplies I get from either Dollar Tree or Walmart. I don't really get a lot of stuff anywhere else unless it's actual like candle supplies I get from the candle supply store. All right, my patience has worn thin, and I actually still poured this a little too soon. You'll see as I pipe it in just a minute. So I don't know if you can see that air in there. That air kind of works for our favor in this a little bit later, as you see as I pipe it. It's windy out here today. It's so windy. My fan on my back porch actually fell, and there's glass everywhere. I gotta clean that up. So as you see, I piped. That's way too warm. It's not thick enough just yet. So I just take my paint scraper across, and I got those little metal pans from Dollar Tree, $1.25 Tree. Here goes my baby girl. She came back to check on mama. She was interested in seeing me make poop. And she's actually our little artist. She got into a magnet school for art, so we're very excited for her. She makes cardboard shoes. Like, I can't throw out any of my cardboard because she will create a whole project out of it. So she gets that honestly from her mama. And so again, it's still too thin for me. So I just kind of am scooping it back into the container. And what I ended up doing was grabbing another piping bag. I ended up whipping the ones that I scooped in there already, and as you can see, it's a lot thicker. So honestly, sometimes just putting it in the plastic makes it still hold too much warmth, so you don't want to get too impatient with this. It's, again, trial and error. If you get the color right, it's not gonna matter, because, and see, now look at it, now it's gotten thicker and I can't even get it out of the piping bag. And that's still, like, see, that pours like peanut butter. So I'm not crazy about the look, but again, all poop looks different. Like, look at how solid that last piece come out. And we're talking about poop. I'm a nurse, so I don't care. But you guys might be like, this is gross. Looking at different kind of poop, but it's funny because we all know that's really what it looks like. I'm just grabbing another pan. I was actually making cinnamon rolls with that pan, but I needed it quickly for this video, so I kind of tossed those. But as you can see, there's air in the bag, and look what the air does. It creates like ripples in the poop, and it makes it look really realistic. So I actually liked that version a lot better. But I feel like, personally, once you stick it on top of the candle and you put your label on it, all of them will sell. I call some of them failures, only because the size jar that I'm using for this particular candle is a double wick jar. I'll probably make some circles for the smaller jars, and I'm gonna put like maybe like the emoji looking kind of poopy candle, and that'll be more like instead of rated R, it'll be like PG for kids or whatever. But anyways, those are skewers I'm sure that I got from Dollar Tree, and because it's so thick, I don't even have to, they don't have a problem with just holding up in there. Again, sorry for the noise. It is windy today. Cost me a lot of money because I'm gonna have to fix that fan out there. I use those skewers, it's red on it, because I use those for my roses too, to create holes in those, and that's my way of creating a hole so that I can wick it. And again, these are for a double wick candle jar. And when I walk in this candle room, every time I walk in, it's disturbing to look at that poop sitting there, because it really does look real. Like, it reminds me of my Great Dane's poop. And then that's what it looks like once it's dry. And this is actually still, it's not completely dry because I'm trying to make dinner. I think I was rushing to make dinner for a minute, so I wanted to kind of finish out the candle so that I could create a video for you guys. And so that's Parasoy 600 as well. I got that from Flaming Candle. That's what's in the jar. Someone that told me they wanted it to look more like toilet water. I may play with that later, but right now I am not. And so I used the smallest one poop that I had, just so that, because I'm making it for the video as opposed to trying to sell it. But that's it, guys. And this is the candle that we made together today. And as you can see, doesn't matter what size, as long as you get the color right, a little bit of the technique, then you've got yourself some poop. That's the power of poop. And that's the burned product. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you subscribe.